Hey, what's going on? So basically, this video is gonna be on my dark horse picks of the NBA, right? So if you're a dark horse, it means that you're not somebody that everyone's immediately picking to go to the NBA Finals or to win the whole thing. Right now, across the board, if you ask any NBA fan, they'll probably tell you either Warriors from the West or Celtics from the East. That's most likely what their finals matchup is. But me, I think it can be shaken up. 'Cause you never know, injury here or just a little bit of different schematics here and there, and you might have a different series in the end. So these are the teams I got as dark horse squads. We're gonna start one from the East, one from the West, and then one from the East, one from the West. So the first one from the East, the Sixers. I actually do think the Sixers have a pretty decent shot of coming out of the East. Why? Basically, with the Sixers, they got two stars. If Ben Simmons comes back with a decent jumper, doesn't even have to be knocked down. Let's really just analyze what I just said. My man doesn't even have to have a good jumper. It just needs to be decent. Decent. I mean, like just 41, 42%, something that we can work with from 2 point range. Shit. I mean, you can't get that. You can't get that LeBron in the finals treatment, man. Like Kawhi gave him. You don't want that. You don't want that life. You're gonna be stuck out there on an island looking stupid. So if Ben Simmons can just come back with a jumper, and the Sixers can figure out a way to make Markelle Fultz an integral part of their offense, because he could be a decent combo guard. I don't think y'all saw him last year. Motherfucking summer league, he was looking nice. He was looking nice until he had his little shoulder injury. All right, so he could be a nice combo guard, which is what they needed at 2 spot, the Sixers. And Joel Embiid, he looks hungry to win MVP. Shit. And if he comes back in shape, because he was out of shape last year in the playoffs, he looked a little huffy puffy at the end, But if he can come back in shape, the Sixers got a shot. The Sixers do have a shot, but they got to get rid of Coach Brett Brown, though. That motherfucker can't coach. I'm sorry. He can't coach. He couldn't coach AAU. He just doesn't have the schematics. He can't draw up inbounds plays. Just go watch the playoffs. Next team we got the OKC Thunder. The reason I think the OKC Thunder have a shot is because they had addition by subtraction. And also, they had a major injury last year. A lot of people don't understand. Andre Roberson, he's a major part of what they do. Because the Thunder finally figured out by like January that they're a defensive team. They finally figured that shit out. I mean, I don't know why they was over here trying to play the Warrior style of offense and trying to do all kinds of weird stuff. All this ISO ball. No. You guys play defense. That's what you guys do. You guys half-court offense, yeah, that needs work, and Russell Westbrook needs to learn how to play point guard. But if you guys play defense, you guys could at least get out of the first round. All right, so Melo, they lost him, and he was like a defensive liability. I mean, I'm really not trying to show clips of Melo in my video, but yeah, you can go look up clips of Melo on your own and just watch how when he doesn't roll on picks and he doesn't guard the proper man, the whole defense collapses. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want a weak link. You're only strong as your weakest link on defense, and he doesn't help. He doesn't even try and cover his man. He gets beaten easily, and that just forces the defense to collapse automatically. So losing Melo, that's addition by subtraction. Not even to mention his inefficient offense, his ISO scoring that he was supposed to bring to the table that got left back in 2013, 2014 New York. So I mean, OKC Thunder, they should be all right because they were number 10 in defensive rating last year, missing Roberson for quite a chunk of last season, along with Melo being in the starting lineup. So just imagine where they'll be once Roberson's back. They have Nerlens Noel now, and they've gotten rid of slow-footed ass, old ass, bum ass, fake ass Hoodie Melo. And look, I like Carmelo, but I'm sorry, man. With his production recently, he's delusional. My man thinks he's LeBron, and he's not LeBron. Okay, the Thunder, they will play great. They're gonna play great D. Their physicality will be a huge problem for teams like the Warriors and the Rockets because you bump them off the screens. And if Westbrook can play proper basketball, man, which he probably won't. He most likely won't. He's too late in his career to be learning this shit. But if he can just play proper basketball, the Thunder could be such a nasty team because Paul George is the perfect sidekick. Perfect sidekick, man. But hey, Russell Westbrook will have no fingers to turn the blame to this season, man. We're going to see. We're really going to see because there's going to be no excuses to who he can point it at. You got a squad. You got a player who wanted to stay and wanted to play with you. You can't say that nobody wants to be here. You can't say that, the mix wasn't good. This is your squad. Make it work. Make it work. Now on to the next Eastern Conference team. I got the Raptors, right? So with the Raptors, you got a player in Kawhi Leonard who, when healthy, is a guarantee. No matter how you slice it, no matter whose list, I don't give a fuck if this dude had, if he reads in Braille, he could see that Kawhi is a top 5 player. All right, top 5 player in the NBA, and is probably the second best two-way player in the league, only behind KD. All right. So if you bring him to Toronto, not if you brought him to Toronto with Danny Green, a proficient two-way player, and knockdown shooter. That's 3-and-D right there. That's money. I don't know if you guys saw 2013 finals, 2014 finals. That dude was money, okay? Setting records and shit. But they're both bringing that championship pedigree, to Toronto. They're bringing that championship caliber play. And Toronto, look, let's just keep it a buck. They were missing a mentally strong superstar. DeMar DeRozan just isn't the guy. It's no diss. He's just not the guy. It's that simple, man. He can be a great second or third piece, but he's not your top guy. No, not if you want to win a championship. If you want to put butts in seats, yeah, he's high flying and shit. Yeah, he probably, put butts in seats. Toronto was selling out all over the place, but they weren't gonna win no championship. Come on now. Let's keep it a buck. Those dudes look frozen in their boots every time they saw LeBron. Come on now. Shit, you can't be superstars playing freeze tag when they see other stars. No. But the Raptors should be all right. We should see great growth out of the Raptors. But moving on to the Western Conference team, and this is actually the team I think is really a sleeper, the Utah Jazz. So the Utah Jazz, they didn't really make any moves this offseason, but if Donovan Mitchell grew in his game the way I think he can, because I look at him the same way I look at like a Dwayne Wade, right? So Dwayne Wade, when he came into the league, he played 61 games originally. They had a great playoff run. He led them through the playoffs. Similar to how Donovan Mitchell came in, had a great rookie season, led his team through the playoffs, and actually won a round. I don't think people understand that Donovan Mitchell, this man has big time game. When he played that first round and he won that round, they beat Russell Westbrook, former MVP, defending MVP, and Paul George, somebody who's about to be offered a supermax contract from like multiple teams, including the Lakers. So people do not understand that this dude is about to have a breakout year, most likely. Hopefully he doesn't have injury, knock on wood, Similar to how D-Wade in 2005 led the Heat to the Eastern Conference Finals. And, he's probably going to lead them to the finals, except he got injured in Game 5. And the Heat ended up losing to the Pistons, but they were guaranteed going to the finals, the Heat. They had the Pistons on the ropes. The biggest thing with the Jazz, I think that's something Donovan Mitchell can do. He can do something like what D-Wade did back in 05 and show that he can lead the team deep in the playoffs to the finals. Because the Pistons were running shit, man. No one saw the Pistons get knocked off. Everybody said the Pistons, they're gonna go to the finals again, for a couple years, especially after their 04 run. And this motherfucker D-Wade came through and just tore shit up. And the year after that, they were in the finals and he tore shit up. So who knows what Donovan Mitchell's gonna do? But their biggest weakness right now is the small forward position. They have Joe Ingles. He's a nice little player. They also have Jay Crowder. But their main problem with their defense, even though they're a great defensive team, is their defensive presence in the mid-range, right? So with Gobert, he's a major shot blocker. So if you can take away his shot blocking by pulling him out, that's what the Warriors like to do. The Warriors like to pull him out, and Steph Curry dances on that man. I don't know if y'all seen the play. Steph Curry had that man turning and doing loop-de-loops, okay? Yeah, shit was crazy, man. No, the Jazz really need to fix that. But Rubio, he got injured last playoffs, man. They were looking nice. Rubio was outsmarting Westbrook, made Westbrook look stupid as hell out there in the playoffs, man. Westbrook thought this shit was a shootout. I'm like, bro, you trying to have a shootout with a pass first point guard? Are you serious? He's laughing at you like you fucking idiot. Like, yes, please try and outshoot me. He's gonna pass it off. Please try and lock me down. Come, try and lock me down. He's just gonna dip it off to Donovan Mitchell in the corner. Donovan Mitchell's gonna drive, spin move, layup. Come on now, easy money. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. Then you got the fact that Rudy Gobert, like I said before, defensive nightmare in the middle. He's gonna cause a lot of problems for most teams. The Warriors, not so much. But Derek Favors can play defense on the perimeter with stretch bigs. He can't guard guards. He can guard some small forwards. So he can kind of do for you similar to what Marcus Morris did in the playoffs for the Celtics, against LeBron, and kind of play that 4-3 hybrid range, except that Derek Favors is a chunkier, so he can't really play 3. But more guarding the threes is what I mean. But the Jazz, man, they have a nice little mix of chemistry going on, and that's huge in basketball. That's even more important than personnel. You definitely need the personnel and talent to do it. They have some talent on that team, but the chemistry, especially Dante Exum coming off the bench, defensive nightmare. Whew. Like 6'7" point guard is gonna guard you 90 the whole floor, man. It's just crazy. But those are my dark horses. I got the Sixers and the Raptors in the East, and I got the Thunder and the Jazz in the West. Who you got?